So we're back on page 27. Now we're going to look at a way that the remainder theorem can be used to actually find parts of equations. So different numbers that are missing from equations or the coefficients. So the first problem, exercise 7, says if f of x equals 3x cubed minus 4x plus k, and x plus 2 is a factor of f of x, then what is the value of k? So we're trying to find a missing value on this problem. And basically, if we know x plus 2 is a factor of f of x, using the factor theorem, which is a specific case of the remainder theorem, then f of negative 2, right, if we change that sign, should equal 0 because it's a factor. So this is actually a point. That tells me that the point negative 2, because that's the x, 0 is on the graph. That's my x and y. And I can plug those into this function and solve for k. So right here, I'm going to be putting negative 2 in for x. So we have 3 times negative 2 cubed minus 4 times negative 2 plus k. And then in for the f of x, which is the y, I'm going to put 0. Right? That's the y value. So then we can start to solve, and this is just basic simplification. So this is 3 times negative 8 right here. Right, we have to do this first. You can just type it in your calculator too, that's fine. So negative 24. Here I have positive 8 plus k equals 0. And then I have negative 16 plus k. So if I move over that 16, I'm going to get k equals positive 16. Now, if I wanted to check, I could then graph f of x. Okay, 16 was what we found for k. And if I checked my table, I should see that point. Okay, so that's something you can do to check. I'm not going to show it on the video. This is my answer, just finding the k value, but that's an option. So why don't you try the next one? Actually, no, I'll go over one more because this one's remainder theorem. It's slightly different. So now we have a new function, and the remainder when f of x is divided by x plus 3 is 6. So that tells me if I check my table at negative 3, I should get 6, right? Remainder theorem, check it at the opposite value. It should be the y value, or the y value should be that. So I have the point negative 3, 6, and that's what I'm going to plug in. So 6 is my f of x, that's my y value, and then I have negative 3 cubed minus 10 times negative 3 plus k. So negative 27 plus 30 plus k. It's not turning out great. So this is 6 equals 3 plus k. So if I subtract that 3, I get k equals 3. So there's one more. I would definitely suggest pausing the video and trying that one on your own. But I will do the work from that one. So now this one, remainder, when dividing by x minus 10 is 90. So that means I have the point positive 10, comma 90 on this graph. When we plug that in, we get 90 equals 2 times 10 squared plus k times 10 minus 20. So all of these equations are just basic and linear. You should be able to hopefully fly through them. 200 plus 10k minus 20. Then if I combine like terms, I have 180 plus 10k. Subtract my 180. And I get negative 90 equals 10k. So when we divide by 10, we get k equals negative 9.